no mistake. Of all leading cigarettes, one and only one is recognized by eminent nose and throat specialists as definitely less irritating. That one cigarette is Philip Morris. Johnny presents The Milton Berle Show. Here comes Johnny, ladies and gentlemen, to remind you. If every smoker knew what Philip Morris smokers know, they'd all change to Philip Morris. Yes, they'd all... From Radio City in New York, here is the Milton Berle Show with Bert Kelton, Jack Albertson, Mary Shipp, Shelley Irving, Billy Sands, Johnny Gibson, our singing star Dick Farney, the music of Ray Block and his orchestra, and yours truly, Frank Geller. Ladies and gentlemen...
Brilliant opening.
Tonight we salute Navy Day.
Do you?
The Navy is looking for men to fill important positions on boats.
That's right.
We now bring you a comedian who in the next half hour will lay enough eggs to fill every crow's nest in the fleet. And here he is, Milton Berle.
Thank you. Just like to rehearse the applause. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Gallup, you saying that I lay eggs? Why, that hurts me. It really hurts me. I better start laying smaller ones. Go ahead, Mr. Gallup. Go ahead. Laugh at me for laying eggs. But Thursday you'll come around begging for a dozen. I mean that. Some yoke, isn't it? Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
What a blow for Princess Elizabeth.
Mr. Gallup, you told the same joke last week and it died.
Berle, a line like that never dies.
No, it has to be beaten to death. Look, Mr. Gallup, the program has just started. Will you save that buff material for later, please? Give me a chance. Won't you? Won't you? You know, I have some jokes, too.
Very well. Get on the nest and start hatching.
Again with the eggs. Mr. Gallup, look, I don't mind personal insults, but when you insult the jokes that I tell, you insult Fred Allen, Bob Hope, Burns and Allen, Fibber McGee, and Molly Picon. What am I saying? Will you do me a favor and strike it from the record?
Yes, Berle, I've heard that you are adept at pilfering other comedians' bon mots.
Would you break that up and shoot it to me in English, please?
Gladly. You steal jokes.
Take that back. Take that back, Mr. Gallup. That is nothing but a vicious rumor. A vicious rumor started by a few million people. After all, don't other comedians steal jokes from me? I'd like to think of myself as the middleman between Fred Allen and Henny Youngman. One of Youngman's writers. Youngman's writers. Joe Miller. Mr. Gallup, speaking of jokes,
yes.
You know, jokes, they've been my success, and that's been the secret of my success for years. The average comedian can tell a joke and get just a moderate laugh with it. But I can take the very same joke and get nothing.
Which you have just clearly demonstrated.
Mr. Gallup, please, tonight of all nights, let's not fill the air with insignificant chatter. This is National Radio Week. Just think, this week radio is 27 years old.
How depressing.
Depressing, you should complain, leaning there against the microphone in those expensive clothes. If it wasn't for radio, you'd be buying your ties from a pushcart.
If it wasn't for radio, you'd be selling them to me.
Mr. Gallup, stop this eternal joshing. Radio really is amazing. For example, here I tell a joke in New York, and in a split second, there's laughter in Maine, Florida, California.
Oh, come, Berle, your mother doesn't get around that fast.
Oh, no? She has a bicycle. A Ranger with a sheepskin seat and a klaxon horn. How about that? What's more, on weekends, they let her take off that Western Union plate and use the bicycle for pleasure. How about that, T-H-A-T?
Berle, let's get back to the program.
All right.
How about that?
Bad delivery. All right, now. Let us get on, Mr. Gallup. What was our subject tonight?
Your mother's bicycle.
Mr. Gallup. That'll be all. Will you knock off? You've had your quarter of laugh. for tonight. You shot your bolt. Now, do you mind if I get on with our salute to Navy Day?
Your mother's bicycle.
Mr. Gallup! Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that we now present our salute to my mother's bicycle. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we salute the Navy. The Navy, guardian of our coastlines. During the war, our Navy was everywhere. You could find American sailors in Iceland, Greenland, Finland. Where do you find American sailors today? Roseland. So let us salute the American Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, the other day, I attended the Navy Day ceremonies on board the USS Brighton in New York Harbor. There I interviewed Senator J.J. Billingsley, and what Senator Billingsley had to say was so important that we want you to hear it right now by transcription. Here it is. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am aboard the USS Brighton. New York Harbor is in a gala mood. Standing before me is Senator Billingsley and his lovely wife. Senator, have you a word to say about the Navy?
Fellow Americans, I can only say what I feel, and that is... Of course, that's just one man's opinion.
Yes, sure. Of course. And now, Mrs. Billingsley, would you give us the woman's point of view about the Navy?
Gladly. For 15 years, I've been... At least that's been my experience.
Well, thank you very much.
Dear, you forgot to mention...
Yes, because...
Senator, did you say...
No, I only meant...
Oh, I thought you said...
I heard him say...
This has been very interesting. I want to thank you, Senator. And you, Mrs. Billingsley. And on behalf of the public, may I say... Yes, Mr. Gallup, the sea. Is there a man listening in tonight who hasn't romantic memories of moonlit waters? When he gazed into the eyes of that one and only girl as he sang, we were sailing along, Jenny dear, on moonlight way. Hey, hey, hey! You could hear the voices singing, and they seemed to say, what are you swaying about? Hey, jumping up and down there. It's my specialty. You Petrillo fool! Where was I? Oh, yes. Sailing along on moonlit bay. Golden memories of Cynthia, my little Navy sweetheart. The first time I saw you, Cynthia, I could tell you were a sailor girl. You had a bell-bottom nose. Remember when we met you on the high seas, Cynthia, how coy you were? You tried to get away from me, and what a fight you put up. You bent 4 of my harpoons. You bent 4 of my harpoons. That is not a Bob Hope joke. That is a no-hope joke. Remember... He wouldn't even give that to Crosby. Remember that first picture we took together, Cynthia? I stood beside you, and you were hanging upside down from the scale. You were hanging upside down from the scale. That I paid a fin for, that one. Beautiful, captivating Cynthia. Remember the time you had your face lifted? Then the guy brought it back. Patriotic Cynthia. During the war, Cynthia, you worked with the Navy construction gang. You were a sea beast. How sad the Navy was when you left the service. How they could have used you in the backfield last Saturday against Pennsylvania. But it was the little things I remember about you, Cynthia. That faraway look that came into your eyes, that time that you were in that big gun swabbing it, and they fired it. Your tinkling little laugh when you came down on the Washington Monument. Boing! Your delightful little shriek every spring when they put you in dry dock to scrape off the barnacles. So until the last barnacle is off, remember when we sang love's old sweet song on moonlight bay.
Memphis, Tennessee, Buffalo, New York, Denver, Colorado, Portland, Oregon. Yes, from all over the country, there's news, big news. Listen.
From section after section, eminent nose and throat specialists report that the cigarette they suggest in cases of irritation due to smoking is Philip Morris.
Yes, these top-ranking nose and throat specialists actually suggest Philip Morris because they know Philip Morris is the one, the only leading cigarette proved definitely less irritating.
Remember, the cigarette that gives you the least irritation is the cigarette that gives you the most enjoyment. After all, it's pleasure, deep, rich pleasure that counts in smoking. And the full measure of smoking pleasure is yours to enjoy day in, day out in Philip Morris. That's why we say, if every smoker knew what Philip Morris smokers know, they'd all change to Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette.
That's the end? That's very good. That was Sailor's Hornpipe. That went quicker than my trip to Hollywood last year. That was Sailor's Hornpipe, part of it, played by Ray Block and the Philip Morris Orchestra, and that was swell, Ray, what you played of it. You and your boys really pick things up around here, but you do better with a broom. I'm only kidding, Ray. That wasn't half bad, and it wasn't half good. If it was half as good as it was bad, it would be good and bad. Good joke, told it bad. And now, as we continue our salute to the Navy and men of the sea, we present...
Navy Forum tonight. Navy Forum tonight. The question, who rules the waves? Britannia, the United States, or Guy Lombardo?
What a blow for Princess Elizabeth. Thank you, Mr. Gallup. Let us proceed with questions from the floor and start the forum. All right, let's start with this tall gentleman here in the first row putting the leg makeup on his bald spot. Yes, sir?
Mr. Berle, on behalf of the Navy, I thank you for your salute to Navy Day.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mr. Berle, may we have your picture? We'd like to put it in every window in Washington.
In a frame for Navy Day?
No, in front of a candle for Halloween.
Thank you. Now let us continue. All right, this young man here wearing the mohair knickers. Young man, what is your name?
My name is Forever Amber.
Forever Amber?
I took the name when they kicked me out of Boston.
Oh, I see.
I'm a lot like the real Forever Amber.
Yeah?
She drove men nuts.
Yes?
I'm also a pest.
Yeah, I understand.
Forever Amber's not my real name.
It isn't. What is your real name?
Rose of Washington Square.
All right, Square. You have a question about the Navy?
Navy. Everybody's blabbing about the Navy.
Well, we're trying...
How about a couple of words about the good old U.S. Army?
but that's not...
I was in the Army for 4 years, Mac, and I'm telling you, that's living.
I know, but we're
all the spam you can eat, sleep until 5 every morning, that's the U.S.
Yeah, but
Army.
we're trying...
Who can take a schmuck like you and make a man out of him? The U.S. Army.
Look, young
Who
man...
gives you MP to protect you against women? Who gives you suit of clothes cheaper than you can get at Barney? The U.S. Army.
young man.
Your mother's bicycle.
No applause. Let us continue. Let's go on to the women. This young lady in the aisle slicing the calves' brains. Your name, please?
Tallulah Feeney, I'm a homemaker.
I see. And you have a question that has to do with the Navy?
Yeah, how can I stop my husband from making like a big Navy man? He drives me nuts.
Your husband acts like a Navy man?
You heard of the Big Mo?
Yes.
He's the Big Schmo.
I see.
You heard of Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yes, I did.
He's Cockeye the Sailor Man.
I
He
understand.
calls himself an old salt.
Old salt?
He must be. For years I've been trying to shake him. He bought himself a pair of sailor pants. He wakes in them pants, sleeps in them, eats in them.
Doesn't he ever take off the sailor pants?
With all them buttons, who's got time?
You're quite right.
He got no pockets in them pants.
No pockets?
That ain't a wallet bulging in the back. It's him.
Mrs. Feeney, please.
What a phony. He even had an anchor tattooed on his stomach.
He tattooed an anchor on his stomach?
Originally, it was on his chest, but since then, he's dropped anchor.
Well, tell me, Mrs. Feeney, does your husband take to the water?
Are you kidding? He gets seasick on the Sea Beach Express.
Doesn't water scare him?
He won't even get in a bathtub unless he got an inner tube.
The inner tube keeps him afloat?
Yeah, but I'm always leaving the air out.
And your husband sinks?
He certainly does.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Feeney. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And now, as a fitting climax to our forum on Men of the Sea, let us salute the toughest and most rugged of all, the tugboat captains, the unsung heroes of the harbor. Our guest tonight is one of the most rugged of all those hardy sea dogs. Meet Captain Mike Featherfield. Captain Featherfield, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Berle. Thank you for this heartwarming opportunity to acquaint the public of the trials and tribulations we experience in plying our little tugboats around harbors and up various canals.
Well, Captain, tell us...
Excuse me, Mr. Berle. You mind if I sit down?
Sit down?
I'm pooped.
You pooped. Well, tell me, Captain, what happened.
On the way here, I was kicked by a pigeon.
Well, that's silly, Captain. How could a pigeon kick you?
Two of his friends held me down.
Oh, I see. Well, Captain, tell us something about the life of a tugboat captain.
Oh, it's heavenly, Mr. Berle.
Is it?
All day long, I'm at the wheel, twisting and dodging, turning and dodging.
Dodging the big boats?
No, the seagulls.
Oh, I understand. Well, tell us something, Captain, about your boat.
It's a hefty tug, wide in the beam with broad, bulging sides. It's called the Peach Fuzz. I named it after my wife.
Oh. You mean your wife is...
As a barn door.
Oh, I see. Is there a place on the ship for your wife?
Yes, in the crow's nest with the rest of the old crows.
Oh, Captain, you seem so gay tonight.
Yes, laugh and be merry, because if my wife's listening in, tonight I die.
I see. Well, tell us, Captain, in dangerous work like yours, what precautions do you take?
We have a system of bells.
System of bells?
Yeah.
I see.
There are bells that mean danger ahead. Other bells mean abandoned ship.
Oh, I see.
Then there are the bells every sailor fears. They mean abandoned hope. You haven't got a chance. You're a gone goose.
What bells are they?
Wedding bells.
Thank you very much, Captain Featherfield. And now here's our young singing star, Dick Barney, to sing his latest recording.
I still get jealous when they look at you. I may not show it, but I do. It's more than I can bear when they start to stare. Guess they think you're too good to be true. I still get jealous when we kiss goodnight. Unless you hold me extra tight. And dear, I know a secret you didn't know I knew. I still get jealous 'cause it pleases you. Secret you didn't know I knew. I still get jealous 'cause it pleases you.
Wonderful, Dick Barney. You know, Mr. Gallup, I was just thinking, if it's possible, but all our talk tonight about boats and sailing reminds me of a boat trip I once took to Havana. Did I ever tell you about it?
Well, there was a story you told, and if
Yeah?
I remember correctly, it was nauseatingly dull.
Well, that's the one. well, that's it. I'll tell you about the story about the trip. I decided to take a 2-week cruise to Havana, Cuba, and I was all packed, about to say goodbye, and my wife...
Hurry, Milton. The taxi that's taking you to the pier is waiting outside.
I'm ready, dear.
Milton, while you're in Cuba, will you please learn the rumba?
Oh, don't worry, I will.
I'm tired of the two of us getting out on dance floors and looking like the main event at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, darling, when I come back, you won't be able to tell me from a romantic gigolo.
You want to bet?
Never mind. Goodbye, dear. I'll miss you.
Goodbye, Milton. Have a nice rest.
Oh, no, that corny knock. I know that knock. That's Sam Harrison and his wife Martha again. Come in.
Bon voyage! Hello, avast your landlubber! Hi, Milty!
Hi, Sam. Hello, Martha. Look, Sam,
When I heard you were going, I said to Martha, Milty and his wife are going to Cuba. Let's go over and say goodbye. That's what I said, isn't it, Martha?
Yes.
Well, that's nice of you, Sam, but I'm going to go to Havana all alone.
Alone?
Yeah.
All I know is I never go anywhere without taking Martha along. Isn't that right, Martha?
Yes.
Sam, please don't start trouble.
Sam's right. I'm going along.
Sam, I'll murder you. Look, darling, I already have my ticket. It was the only first-class ticket left.
Wait, I've got it. Say, Martha,
Yes.
have you that travel agency pamphlet that came in the mail?
Yes.
Sam, please, would you do me a favor?
Look at this pamphlet, Milton. Special economy cruise. Tourist 8th class. Tickets available.
Tickets available. Let me see that pamphlet. It says, don't be a dope, travel by boat. Be classy, 8th classy. Hey, look, darling.
I'll be packed in a minute.
Oh, you'll thank me for this, Milty. Why, if I ever spent a night away from home, Martha would never get over it. Would you, Martha?
Yes.
Hurry, dear, let's go.
All ashore, let's go on the shore.
Oh, we're off, Milton.
Boy, get a load of that ocean air.
That's the Fulton Fish Market.
I knew we shouldn't have left on Friday.
Excuse me, I'm the purser. May I see your tickets?
You're the purser?
Yes.
Oh, well, here they are. Special economy cruise, 8th class. Or as your pamphlet says, travel like a king.
What are you doing on deck?
Well, my wife... what do you mean, on deck?
This way before the captain sees you. Step into this elevator.
Yes, sir. What elevator? The next time I hear someone say down the hatch, I'll know what they mean. Hey, darling. Darling, it's pitch dark down here. Here, let me take you by the hand. There.
Let go of my hand.
Darling, your horse.
Yeah.
Whose hand is this?
Mine. I'm the 8th class steward. In here, you two. This is your cabin. I'll open the door.
Cabin? Wait a minute. This is a dungeon. Get me the captain.
Get in there. Here's a tin cup. If you want any water, just clank on the door with it. Gunga Din comes through every 2 days.
Gunga Din? Wait a minute. What about food? The pamphlet said exquisite seafood daily.
That's right. There's a fishing pole and a can of worms under the bed.
Bed? Where's the bed? There's just a pile of straw in the corner.
That's it. And keep it tidy.
Look, someone's already asleep in it.
8th class passengers go 3 to a cabin. I'll make room for you. Hey, you, move over.
No, a cow. We're in steerage. Steward, come back. Steward, come back. Come back.
We're locked in. Milton, do something.
I'll do something. I'm going to kill that Sam Harrison if we ever get back. Shh, darling. Someone's scratching on the wall. Who is it?
It's me, in the next cabin. Got a cigarette?
A cigarette?
Stand up next to the transom so we can talk. Don't let the stewards hear us.
I won't. What are you in for? How do you do?
You 8th class?
Yeah, I'm 8th class. This is my first trip.
I'm a 3-time loser myself.
Oh, gosh.
I used to be 9th class.
Ninth? But we're on the bottom now. How can there be a ninth class on the boat?
Who said on the boat?
You mean?
They gave me a diving helmet and a rope. I hung on the back.
Terrible.
In 10th class, you just get a rope. See you later.
Yeah, I'll see you. I gotta get out of here. Stewart! Stewart! Oh, I'm sorry I woke you, darling. Stewart! Stewart, 3 days and 3 nights. Darling, is breakfast ready yet?
In just a minute, Milton.
Easy, Elsie. Dear, save some milk for the man in the next cabin. Poor guy. He's in with the mule. Look, darling, at last, the steward. We're being stung.
Hey, what's all the racket?
Steward, it's been 3 days. When do we get to Havana?
Havana? We were there yesterday. We're on our way back.
Back? We weren't even told.
8th class passengers aren't allowed off the boat.
Oh, no? Well, here's one guy that's getting off the boat. Open that porthole.
Milton, don't jump!
Man overboard!
Man overboard!
Man overboard!
Stop the boat! Purser, what class is the man overboard?
8th class, sir.
8th class? We're wasting time! Full speed ahead! Full speed ahead!
Thank you. I'll be back just as soon as I can get out of these wet clothes. In the meantime...
Remember this. You're twice as sure of twice the pleasure when you smoke Philip Morris. And here's why.
First, you enjoy the pleasure of smoking the world's finest premium tobaccos, mellow and mild and superbly blended. And second, you enjoy the extra pleasure of smoking the one, the only leading cigarette recognized by eminent nose and throat specialists as definitely less irritating.
Yes, you're twice as sure of twice the pleasure when you smoke Philip Morris. So next time you call for cigarettes, call for Philip Morris. Made in America by Americans to please American taste.
Thank you very much. Well, that about winds up the mad merrymaking for tonight. Mr. Gallup, is there anything else? Anything you'd like?
Yes, your mother's bicycle.
Sorry, she's on duty tonight.
What a blow for Princess
All right, that's
Elizabeth.
enough. Good night, everyone. Good night.
This is Johnny again, returning now to the thousands of store windows and counters all over America. Look for me. I'll be waiting for you. Come in and call for Philip Morris.
Yes, if every smoker knew what Philip Morris smokers know, they'd all change to Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette. And now, goodbye, Johnny. See you next Tuesday, same time, same station, when Philip Morris will again present The Milton Berle Show. Until then...
Call for Philip Morris.
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it, 5. Pipe smokers, try Revelation Pipe Tobacco, a smooth blend of 5 tobaccos. Yes, relax, take 5, take Revelation, a fine pipe tobacco.
Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay. And Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair. Bring you Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden. It's time once again for another comedy episode of Our Miss Brooks under the direction of Al Lewis. Well, it's always wise to obey the traffic regulations. And our Miss Brooks, who teaches English at Madison High School, has always tried to do so.
Especially since last week, when our beloved principal, Mr. Conklin, instituted another of his Drive Safely campaigns. Friday morning at breakfast, my landlady asked the reason.
What's behind this campaign, Connie?
Oh, same thing as last month, Mrs. Davis. Somebody parked too close to his car and scratched his bumper. And as if that wasn't enough, I got this ticket last Monday, right after he warned us about driving carefully.
But you didn't tell me about it.
I was afraid to mention it. If Mr. Conklin hears about it, I'm a goner.
What kind of a ticket was it, Connie? For illegal parking?
Not exactly. It's for speeding, going through a red light, reckless driving, driving on the sidewalk, and hitting a fruit stand.
Well, my goodness, a person's entitled to a little fun once in a while.
You don't understand, Mrs. Davis. None of it was my fault.
Oh, who was driving?
Nobody.
I know you haven't much money, Connie, but if we sell my Hudson, you can go away for a nice long rest.
I may go away without selling your Hudson. Fortunately, I asked for a trial by jury. I'm sure I can prove my innocence to them.
I'm sure you can, dear. Now, how about proving it to me?
Of course. I simply ran out of gas, Mrs. Davis, so I parked my car on top of a hill and walked down to get some. Then some idiot tried to squeeze into the parking space behind my car, and in doing so, pushed it hard enough to start it rolling. When it came to a stop against the fruit stand, I ran over to try and back it off the sidewalk. That's when the policeman came over and wrote out this ticket.
But, Connie, why didn't you apply the brakes before it hit the fruit stand?
I told you I wasn't in the car.
Oh. Well, couldn't you explain that to the policeman?
I did, but he insisted that driving from outside the car is very dangerous. Anyway, he wouldn't listen to reason, and I've got to be in court today at 2 p.m.
But school won't be over by 2.
For me, it will. My problem now is to get off without Mr. Conklin knowing why. Oh, that's Walter Denton. He's driving me to school today. The mechanic is still picking peaches out of my fan belt. Come in, Walter.
I'll put up some more toast. Walter always likes to have his second breakfast with us.
Greetings, most radiant sun in my universe.
Sit down, Walter. I haven't come up yet. What makes you so chipper this morning?
The movie I saw last night, William Bendix and Johnny Holliday. It shows that no matter how underprivileged you are, or that even if you run afoul of the law, there's still a way out.
You didn't get here a minute too soon.
First, I was a little brought down after the movie when I took Harriet Conklin home. Now, I wasn't on her porch 5 minutes before her father politely asked me to leave.
Politely?
I jumped down the steps before he could kick me. What's the matter with you this morning, Miss Brooks? You look a little glum.
I am a little, but I'd rather not discuss it if you don't mind.
Oh, maybe I can help. What's wrong?
I'm afraid it's a secret, Walter.
Hello, Walter. I fixed some cinnamon toast for us.
Oh, swell, Mrs. Davis. And how are you this morning?
I'm fine, thanks, but Miss Brooks could do with a little cheering up. That traffic ticket has her all upset.
Mrs. Davis.
So that's why you're glum. Well, when did you get the ticket, Miss Brooks?
Last Monday, Walter, but I don't want anybody to know about it.
Your secret will never pass my lips. What did you get the ticket for?
Well, according to the policeman who made it out, it's for speeding, going through a red light, reckless driving, driving on the sidewalk, and hitting a fruit stand.
For that, you got a ticket? Well, they're sure cracking down, aren't they?
It wasn't her fault. She simply parked on the top of a hill to get some gas.
Which I'd run out of. Then when another car tried to park behind my car, it was pushed and started rolling down the hill.
That's when it went through the red light, up on the sidewalk, and into the fruit stand.
Yeah, but there's one thing I don't understand.
What's that?
Before your car hit the fruit stand, why didn't you put on the brakes?
I had lost them playing canasta. Look, I'll explain the gory details on our way down. Right now, I've got to figure out some way to get out of school so I can appear in court at 2 o'clock.
Well, I've got an idea, Miss Brooks. Why don't you just take the ticket down and show it to Mr. Conklin?
Wonderful, Walter. Then I won't have to go to court at all. He'll hang me in his office.
We seem to have beaten Mr. Conklin to school this morning. His office door's open and he's not in it.
Well, it's just as well. I'll have another few minutes to think up a good excuse for wanting this afternoon off.
I'll keep you company till he shows up. Hey, come on, let's go in.
All right. Say, what's this by his desk?
It's a fishing rod. Boy, look at this swell trout fly on the hook. Oh, I'm real good at fly casting. Hey, watch this, Miss Brooks. Look at me, I caught a wastebasket.
That isn't all you'll catch if Mr. Conklin walks in.
Oh, it's pretty early for him. I guess old Marblehead, Mr. Conklin, is planning a little fishing trip after school. Oh, boy, that's the life.
Yeah, it must be fun at that.
Fun? Here, Miss Brooks, just heft this pole. Go ahead, grab hold.
Like this?
Right. Now, toss the hook at the wastebasket. Go ahead, you won't hurt anything.
Oh, but I've never done anything like this.
Oh, well, just throw it back first and then forward. Oh, there's nothing to it.
Like this?
Oh, Dad!
I don't know, but it feels like a whopper.
Don't bother reeling me in. I'll come quietly.
Mr. Conklin.
Well, I gotta be running along now. I just remembered my inkwell needs filling.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Conklin. Here, let me help you get the hook out.
Stand back. If I'm going to be filleted, I'll do it myself. There. It's out.
So are you. It's just a little rip behind the knee of your trousers. I'll sew that up in no time.
Never mind, Miss Brooks. I'll have them repaired and send you the bill.
Oh, good. Mr. Conklin, I know you're not the type of person to hold a grudge.
Oh, I'm not, am I not?
No, sir, you're not, sir. You're not. That's why I'd like to ask you if I might have this afternoon off.
What? Miss Brooks, as much as I need the rest, request denied.
Oh, but it's urgent, sir.
That will be all, Miss Brooks.
But Mr. Conklin...
Dismissed!
Aye, sir. Hi, Miss Brooks.
Oh, hello, Harriet.
I haven't seen much of you lately. Where in the world have you been keeping yourself?
Me? I've been fishing.
Fishing? You?
That's right. You should have seen the one that just got off my hook.
Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, will continue in just a moment. But first, here is Vern Smith. Now, tests published in authoritative dental literature show that when teeth are brushed right after eating, Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best. 2 years' research at 5 leading universities, hundreds of case histories, shows that when used as directed, Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best. Yes, exhaustive tests show the Colgate way best to prevent decay. Better than any other home method of oral hygiene known today. Based on both clinical and X-ray examinations, the Colgate way stopped more decay for more people than ever before reported in all dentifrice history. Even more important, there were no new cavities whatever for more than 1 out of 3 who used Colgate Dental Cream as directed. Think of it. Not even one new cavity in 2 full years. No other dentifrice, paste or powder, ammoniated or not. No other dentifrice has proof of such results. The best results ever reported for a dentifrice of any type. So always use Colgates to clean your breath while you clean your teeth. And remember, when you follow the Colgate way, Colgate Dental Cream stops tooth decay best.
Well, I spent every moment between morning classes trying to devise some way of getting out of school gracefully to make my appointment with the 12 good men and true in traffic court. By lunchtime, I still hadn't thought of anything and could visualize myself as posing for snapshots with my license plates hanging on my chest. However, when I met Mr. Boynton in the school cafeteria, I thought it best to conceal my dilemma. Oh, here's a nice table, Mr. Boynton. Let's sit down here.
All right, Miss Brooks. May I hold your tray?
If that's your best offer, go ahead. Thanks, Mr. Boynton. Your gallantry is quite overwhelming this afternoon. It was very nice of you to pay the check for all this food.
Oh, don't mention it, Miss Brooks. With that tray in your hands, I realized you'd have difficulty reaching into your purse.
That was very thoughtful.
You can give me back the 50 cents anytime. No hurry about it, Miss Brooks. I know that you know I like to keep my books straight, and you always pay your debts, so why should I worry about it?
Mr. Boynton.
I also know that you're well aware of the fact that I don't make any more money than you do, so, well, it'd be rather a foolish gesture for me to actually treat for lunches.
Mr.
I
Boynton.
haven't a qualm in the world about laying out this 50 cents. I know I'll get it back. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this week. But I know that someday, some way... Thanks.
You're welcome, Sporty. Now let's dig in.
Oh, fine. You know, I'm happy to see that your traffic ticket hasn't spoiled your appetite.
No, I don't believe in letting... How did you know about my traffic ticket?
Well, Walter Denton told me about it. I teach him third-term biology, you know.
Somebody should teach him to keep his mouth closed. He promised me that he wouldn't mention it.
Oh, he told me he wasn't supposed to tell me before he told me.
Oh, that's different.
You shouldn't brood about a traffic ticket, Miss Brooks, especially since you're completely innocent. There's just one thing I can't figure out about that accident, though. That's why you didn't slam on the brakes before you hit the fruit stand.
Mr. Boynton, it's faith such as yours that gives me the courage to stand up and quit. Honestly, if I have half as much
Hi, Miss
trouble
Brooks,
with that...
Mr. Boynton. Mind if I join you? The cafeteria's filled to Kappa City.
Kappa City, mighty pretty country up there. Sit down, Stretch.
How's the old pitching arm, Snodgrass? You think we'll beat Clay City this year?
Well, I hope so, Mr. Boynton. But right now, I'm not too worried about athletics or my personal physicality. It's mentality I'm upset.
I can't understand it.
It's the final exams. They're coming up soon, and I think I might flunk some of them. In fact, there's only one subject I'm pretty sure I'll unflunk.
Oh, what's that?
English, naturally. My course. Now, look, Stretch. The fact that I've been patient with you and tried to help you stay eligible for athletics shouldn't influence you to relax in your study of English, you know.
Oh, I won't, Miss Brooks. From here on in, I'm going to stick my head in my books and bone like mad.
Well, you've certainly got the head for it. There's still a few weeks, though, Stretch, and I'll help you all I can. Now, will you pass the mustard, please?
Here you are, ma'am. Well, it sure does my heart good to see you eating. I thought sure your appetite would be shot.
Shot? Why?
Walter Denton told me about your traffic ticket.
You know, this would have been more of a secret if I'd published it in the newspaper.
Miss Brooks is completely innocent, Stretch.
I know. We all know it's just a bunch of tramped-up charges. When you tell a story in court, Miss Brooks, they'll let you off in a jaffy. There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Counselor.
And remember, all us kids at school love you like our own mothers. So you can be sure you'll keep getting candy and things wherever they send you.
They're not sending her anywhere, Stretch. Miss Brooks is going down to court, stand trial, and she'll be back with us in a matter of hours.
Why, certainly, Stretch.
Of course, if something should go wrong... Well, is there any little gift or something you'd like to take with you?
Yes, Mr. Boynton, there is. I saw a wonderful doll in Sherry's department store the other day. It's called a Tiny Tears doll.
Oh, I've seen that. She cries real tears when you squeeze her.
Well, lots of dolls do that.
You keep out of this. I always say it's up to the doll and who does the squeezing. But I thought that a doll would be nice company in the cell you two have assigned me.
Oh, gosh, Miss Brooks, I didn't mean it that way. I was
Hi,
only...
folks. Mind if I join the group?
Well, if it isn't Paul Revere.
I told Miss Brooks that you told me, Walter.
What? Fine blabbermouth you are. Oh, look, Miss Brooks. I only told the people I thought would want to help you, like I do.
I'm sure he meant well, Miss Brooks. We would like to help you plot some sort of a defense.
I appreciate your interest, Mr. Boynton, but my immediate problem isn't the court itself, but how to get there. If you'll all excuse me now, I'm going to primp up a bit and take one more crack at Mr. Conklin.
Oh, certainly, Miss Brooks.
Lots of luck, Miss Brooks.
Yeah, take a crack at him for me, Miss Brooks. See you later.
Thanks for trying to help, boys.
Oh, boys, there goes a fine, upstanding young woman.
Those are the best kind.
Well, she won't be upstanding long if she butts up against Mr. Conklin. Now, we've got to figure some way we can spring Miss Brooks by 2 o'clock.
Spring her?
Yeah, get her out of here without Mr. Conklin knowing why. Now, wait a minute. I've got a thought. Suppose one of us were taken ill suddenly. Maybe we could get Mr. Conklin to let Miss Brooks take the stricken party home.
Yeah. Then when they get off the school grounds, she could go to court, and the one who was suddenly taken ill can get suddenly taken well and blow for the day.
No, I don't think that's a feasible plan, boys, at least as far as I'm concerned. Whenever I tell an untruth, I hiccup. It's psychosomatic.
Yeah, I guess it is.
But, Mr. Boynton, if we don't try my scheme, what will we do?
Well, we'll just have to think further, Walter.
Okay. Well, you heard him, Stretch. Keep that old brain working.
Please, not while I'm eating.
I'm all finished with lunch, Daddy. I just thought I'd stop by your office and see if you wanted something.
No, thank you, Harriet. I'm quite full. I've been eating my heart out. I just received a call that cancels my fishing trip.
What kind of a call, Daddy?
I've been called for jury duty. Harriet, shirking one's civic duty is totally un-American. Jury duty, like voting, is an honor and a privilege and a great American heritage. And I've weaseled out of it twice already. I wouldn't have to be there at all today if it wasn't for some stubborn female who insisted on a jury trial for a traffic violation. She'll get a jury trial, all right.
But, Daddy, when do you have to leave school?
At 1:30, Harriet. And whatever you do, keep my going a secret. The minute anyone knows I'm off the grounds, they start cutting classes. They've got all sorts of excuses, but I know it's the weather. On these lovely days, cutting is a great temptation.
Is that why you were going fishing, Daddy?
Hush, child. Run along to your next class.
Okay, Daddy. See you tonight.
6 months I've been looking forward to casting this rod. Oh, what a beauty you are. Come in. Oh, it's you again. What now, Miss Brooks?
I'd like to go home, Mr. Conklin. I don't feel well.
Not 4 hours ago, you harpooned me with a fish hook. And now you don't feel well.
I'm not just thinking of myself, sir. It's the students. I might be suffering from something contagious.
Excuse me, Miss Brooks, but I've got to talk to Mr. Conklin.
What do you want, Denton?
I'd like to go home, Mr. Conklin. I don't feel well.
Well, what do you know, Miss Brooks? Denton's caught your malady already.
Beat it, Walter. I'm working this side of the street. This boy may be telling the truth, Mr. Conklin.
Oh, really, Mr. Conklin? I'm sinking fast. I think Miss Brooks ought to take me home.
I second the motion, Mr. Conklin. He must be sick. He looks terrible.
Yes, he does. But he's not sick.
Oh, sure I am. Look at my tongue.
Roll that up. And now put it back in its holster.
I'd better take him home, Mr. Conklin, before this spread.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes, what is it, Snodgrass?
I'm sick as a dog.
Oh, fine. It's an epidemic.
Dropping like flies, aren't we?
I got spots before my eyes. I guess it's my appendix.
Do the spots look like your appendix?
Yeah, only bigger.
Then would you say they look like my appendix?
Well, I got other things, too. Like, rheumatism. And, infiltration of the sacroiliac. And,
How about hardening of the arteries?
I'm sure I got a touch of those.
Amazing improvisation.
Oh, that's been kicking up a lot, too, lately. Maybe Miss Brooks ought to take me home.
I've already been spoken for, Stretch.
Yes, Florence Nightingale is ministering to the wards today.
Pardon me, Mr. Conklin.
What do you want, Boynton?
Someone had better take me home, sir. I don't feel very well.
I beg your pardon?
I said... I'm sick.
And what, pray, are you suffering from?
It's only fair to warn you, Mr. Boynton, that we've used up appendicitis, rheumatism, and hardening of the arteries.
Now, see here, all of you. I know what's behind these shenanigans, and I won't stand for it. There'll be no cutting classes at this institution just because a few balmy days come along. I haven't time now to deliver the lecture you all so richly deserve. Suffice it to say, I'll deal with this problem later on. Now return to your classes at once. Dismissed!
Let's go, fellas. Now, that was a pretty scene. What'll we do for an encore?
We just wanted to help, Miss Brooks. I guess we got our signals crossed.
Hi, Miss Brooks. I left my purse in... Say, what are you all doing outside Daddy's office?
We were trying to get him to do Miss Brooks a favor.
You picked a pretty poor time to ask him for favors. He's had to cancel his fishing trip so he can leave school at 1:30 and... Oh, dear, I wasn't supposed to mention that.
Harriet, did you say that your daddy's leaving the premises at 1:30?
Yes, but you've got to promise not to let it go any further.
It doesn't have to go any further. Excuse me, kids, but I'm going to take off right now.
Good luck, Miss Brooks.
Yeah, all the best to you, Miss Brooks.
Well, I don't know what came up that made our principal cancel his fishing trip, but I'll tell you one thing. I'd hate to buck up against old Marblehead today.
Your Honor, as a firm believer in our American system of justice, I have confidence in the fairness and impartiality of this jury. And if it pleases the court, I should like to address my remarks directly to them. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, Miss Brooks?
I wonder how long it takes to become a trustee.
Barton's Our Miss Brooks returns in just a moment, but first...
Dream girl, beautiful luster cream girl.
Tonight? Yes, tonight, show him how much lovelier your hair can look after a Luster Cream shampoo. Luster Cream, world's finest shampoo. No other shampoo in the world gives you Kay Daumit's magic blend of secret ingredients plus gentle lanolin. Better than a soap, better than a liquid. Luster Cream is a dainty cream shampoo. Leaves hair 3 ways lovelier. Fragrantly clean, free of loose dandruff, glistening with sheen, soft, manageable. Even in hardest water, Luster Cream lathers instantly. No special rinse needed after a Luster Cream shampoo. So gentle, Luster Cream is wonderful even for children's hair. Tonight? Yes, tonight, try Luster Cream shampoo.
Dream girl, beautiful luster cream girl. You owe your crowning glory to a luster cream shampoo.
And now, once again, here is Our Miss Brooks.
Well, I finally told the whole story of the accident, and largely so he could get out of court in time to go fishing. Mr. Conklin joined the rest of the jury in letting me off with a rather severe fine. That was Friday. The next 2 days were spent in a mad, gay whirl of sorting through those of my personal belongings which would bring the most in a hock shop. But Sunday afternoon, I determined to relax, so I headed for our front porch.
Hello, Connie, dear. Look who I've invited for tea.
Why, it's Walter and Harriet.
Oh, hi, Miss Brooks.
I'm here, too.
Mr. Boynton. Well, this is a surprise.
Hello, Miss Brooks.
Oh, hello, Mr. Conklin.
I think you've been punished enough, my dear, so when Mrs. Davis asked me to tea, I took it as an opportunity to bury the hatchet.
Oops.
I didn't mean it literally. Come back here.
I brought my portable radio along. I thought maybe we could hear the ball game while we're having tea.
Not now, Walter. Miss Brooks wants to relax.
Somebody just stepped in front of the house.
Yes, he's coming up to the porch.
Pardon me, folks, but I've lost my road map. Can somebody tell me which way is due west?
Oh, sure. It's on your left. That is if you're driving due north.
Of course, if you're driving due south, then due west is on your right.
Unless you're left-handed, then you drive straight up.
Just what is your destination, young man?
Hollywood, California. My name is Steve Allen.
Well, judging from the hand you got on this porch, you must be famous.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Unless I was tricked into it. I'm just an up-and-I-hope-coming radio comedian. I'm going out to Hollywood to replace Eve Arden for the summer.
Oh, Eve Arden, I've heard of her. She's a living doll. She's the one who plays the school teacher with my name, isn't she?
Yeah, Miss Brooks, that's her. Oh, there are some awfully cute characters on that show. One kid in particular.
Some of them are all right, but there's one that leaves me cold. Nobody could be such a stuffy, pompous, puffed-up windbag as that principal of theirs.
Oh, I don't know. There are people like that spread all over the country. And people like that should be spread all over the country. But if you'll excuse me now, I've got to get back to my car and turn on the radio. You see, Eve Arden promised me that she'd give me a nice send-off on her last show, and it's just about time for it.
Well, you don't have to go to your car. We've got a radio right here. Turn it on, Walter.
Okay, Harriet.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Colgate Palmolive Peat Company, I'd like to thank you all for being such a faithful audience during the past 2 years, and to assure you that we'll be back again on September 3rd. Meanwhile, you will be entertained by one of America's fastest-growing comedy stars.
I'm 6 feet past my collar now.
A young man of great wit and charm
Name's Steve Allen.
named Steve Allen. And I, for one, will be listening to his program each and every one of the 13 weeks he broadcasts in our time spot. Good night, and thanks again.
Well, that's that. Shut it off, Walter.
Yes, sir. That was a lovely speech Miss Arden made.
It certainly was. I can't help wondering, though, if she'll really listen to every one of my 13 broadcasts.
What else have I got to do? You've got my job.
Next week, tune in to the new Steve Allen Show, brought to you by Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair, and Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay. Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, is produced by Larry Burns, written by Al Lewis, Joe Quillen, and Lester White, with the music of Wilbur Hatch under the direction of Maurice Carlton.
Doctors prove Palmolive soap can bring you a lovelier complexion in 14 days. Yes, 36 leading skin specialists proved in tests on 1,285 different women that Palmolive soap facials using nothing but Palmolive brought new complexion beauty to 2 women out of 3. Just wash your face 3 times daily with Palmolive soap, each time for 60 seconds, massaging Palmolive's beauty lather onto your skin. Then rinse. So start your Palmolive facials today. Remember, doctors prove Palmolive soap can bring you a lovelier complexion in 14 days.
For mystery liberally sprinkled with laughs, listen to Mr. and Mrs. North Tuesday evening over most of these same stations. And be with us again next week at the same time for the new Steve Allen Show. Eve Arden and our Miss Brooks will return on September 3rd. Bob Lamont speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Twinkle, twinkle, lovely star. With your talent, you'll go far. Where can I find you? Tell me, pray.
I'm on the air for RCA.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, and first in television, presents the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. Here is the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, transcribed, written by Ed James and Al Schwartz, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp on his music, and yours truly, Bill Foreman. Tonight's minor masterpiece is entitled The Chaperones, or Plug the Hole in the Silo, Father, the Corn is Leaking Out. First, here's a word from RCA Victor. Stars of the RCA Victor program, Alice Faye and Phil Harris. It's evening in the Harris household. Of course, it's evening in a lot of other places, too, but it's still evening in the Harris household. At the moment, everything is peaceful and calm, but it won't stay that way for long. Elliot is waiting in the den, and Phil, a happy little chappie, is about to burst into song. Again?
All I want for Christmas is some black-eyed peas, some black-eyed peas, yes, some black-eyed peas. All I want for Christmas is some black-eyed peas and maybe some chocolate-covered chitlins. All I want for Christmas is some southern ham with the candied jam, but leave off the spam. Oh, hi, Elliot. Pool room closed already?
Hello, Curly.
Well, what's the matter? You look like a hard night in Las Vegas.
Curly, I'm in no mood for levity.
What?
No jokes, please. I got troubles.
Somebody unloaded your dice, huh?
That's right, laugh at me. Julius La Rosa never had a problem like mine. But don't let that bother you. Go ahead, laugh.
Wait a minute. You ain't kidding, are you?
Would I kid about a thing like this? It's all over, Curly. I'm finished. Washed up.
You got married?
Worse. You know that old routine we used to do with the Dixieland doozies?
You mean, who was that ladle I seen you with last night? That was no ladle, that was my knife? That one?
Yeah.
Look, Elliot, don't worry, will you? Nobody's going to hold that against you.
No, you don't understand. I got paid $20 to do the routine at a club.
Oh, and Jack Webb's going to slap you with a 419.
A what?
419. Taking money under false pretenses.
Nobody slapped me with anything. I haven't even done the act yet.
Then stop worrying.
Stop worrying, he said. I can't do the act without a partner, can I? And I can't get a partner. Any place.
I see what's coming.
Oh, Curly, look, you know the routine.
Elliot, don't start with me
But it'd
now.
be so easy. We wouldn't even have to rehearse. You know the whole bit.
Elliot, I ain't doing no cornball routine. I'm getting too old to duck.
You don't have to duck. We do it in back of a screen.
Elliot, in 2 words. No.
My friend. My pal. I asked him to do one little favor.
Look, I ain't gonna do it.
10 minutes. That's all it'll take, the whole thing.
I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, ain't gonna do it. Let him throw me in jail. What do you care?
They won't throw you in any jail.
Curly, I took the money. I'll wind up in the clink.
You won't wind up in the clink. Not if I can help it.
You do the act with me?
When do they allow visitors?
Big joke. I'm heading for the rock pile. He makes jokes.
Elliot, the whole thing is so simple. Give him back the $20.
Give it back?
Sure. Tell him you got a better offer from Molotov's Hawaiian Gardens.
Curly, you see, I met this jockey.
Tilt.
But it was a sure thing. Bourbon boy.
How'd he finish?
5th.
Maybe he needed a chaser.
Hey, Curly.
Look. You don't have to worry. If you haven't got the $20, I'll lend it to you.
But, Curly,
I'll give it to you. It'd be worth $20 to stay away from that corny routine we used to do.
Gee. Thanks, Curly. You know, Curly, you're like a mother to me.
All right, Clyde, don't let these curls fool you. Huh?
Bill!
Oh, we're in here in the den, honey.
Hey, Curly, you won't forget about the $20.
I'll give it to you. Stop worrying.
Phil, do you want to see something adorable?
You got a new picture of me?
No, Phil, it's little Alice. Come on in, Angel.
Okay, Mom.
Look, honey, Elliot and I have a little business to... What are you supposed to be?
She's Madame Pompadour.
Oh.
Dig the wig, man.
Crazy.
They don't like it.
Oh, sure we do, honey. It's just, well, ain't it a little late to go trick-or-treating?
Now, look, it isn't for Halloween, Phil. Little Alice is going to a masquerade dance with Sniffy.
Oh, she is. Is she?
Hey, look, Curly, give me the $20 and I can go on.
Now, wait a minute. I got to take care of this first. Who said that she could go to a dance?
Phil, you're not going to start that again, are you?
Why not? She's as much my daughter as she is yours.
Hey, Curly, just give me the $20 and
I wouldn't care if she was 16 or 15, but she's only 14. She's a baby. She's an infant. She's wearing lipstick again.
Curly, if you don't have a 20, maybe 2 10s.
I don't know why you're so upset. You can hardly notice it.
Hardly notice it. She looks like a side order of ketchup.
But, Dad, it's the latest thing. Riding Hood Red.
Oh, fine. Now she carries her own wolf bait.
Maybe 4 5s, Curly?
Elliot.
2,000 pennies?
Phil, I don't understand. You've always wanted little Alice to know the right people.
Sure, and who does she pick out? Sniffy. A postnasal drip.
He can't help it, Dad. He's allergic.
Allergic? He sounds like Niagara Falls with a slow leak.
Oh, now look, Phil, he's a very nice boy. And besides, he's taking her to the finest country club in Los Angeles.
I wouldn't care if he was taking... Lakeside?
Exactly. Lakeside.
No kidding. Gosh, Curly, you've been trying to crash that joint for 10
never mind,
years.
Ellie, never mind. You know, honey, maybe I have been a little too strict with little Alice.
Oh, Dad.
It might be a good idea if she went. Properly chaperoned, of course.
Now you're talking, Curly.
After all, I am her father, and even though it's going to cut in on my evening, a father's first duty is to his child. It isn't that I want to go to Lakeside.
Why not? It'd be a great place to go, Curly.
Phil, you can't go to Lakeside. It's a costume party.
Okay, I'll put on my good suit and go as a bum.
No, you don't have to worry about costumes, Curly. I got the outfits from the act. We can go as the Cornball Brothers.
Hey, that's right, Alice. We'll wear those loud coats and the straw hats, and we'll... Wait a minute, Roy. Hold it. What do you mean we can go?
We? You and me. You and I.
Us? I thought you were in such a hurry to pay back the $20. What happened with that?
Oh, there's no big rush.
Then what was this routine? 4 5s, 2,000 pennies.
Well, I was figuring my income for next year.
2,000 pennies?
I'm expecting a good year.
Dad, I don't need a chaperone. Really, I don't.
Don't be ridiculous. Every girl needs a chaperone.
But they'll have a dozen chaperones at the dance. They won't need you.
Oh, they won't, huh? Well, let me put it this way, little Alice. What's coming up next week?
Christmas.
Okay. What do we have on Christmas?
A Christmas tree?
What goes under the Christmas tree?
Presents.
And who gives you the best presents?
You do.
Then who's going to be your chaperone tonight?
We don't need a chaperone.
This kid ain't too bright.
Well, honey, you might as well face it. If you want to go to the dance, you've got a chaperone.
Gee whiz. What am I going to tell Sniffy?
I don't know. You'd better think of something fast. Let Sniffy in, Phil.
How do you know it's Sniffy?
Doorbell just waved a handkerchief.
Oh.
Phil, let him in.
Okay, I'll let him in. Sniffy. Well, maybe it's my fault. I take a nip, she comes up with a drip.
Hello, Mr. Harris.
Hello, Snippy. Park your nose drops and come in.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
It's the only snorkel I've ever seen without a submarine.
Hello, Sniffy.
Hello, Mrs. Harris. Hello, Mr. Lewis.
Hi, Sniffy, old kid.
Hello, Sniffy.
Hello, Alice.
Don't look now, but you just inhaled your necktie.
I don't have a necktie, Mr. Harris. Indians never wear neckties.
You're supposed to be an Indian?
Naturally, Curly. He's a member of the Blackfoot tribe.
How do you know?
Well, just look at his... Pardon me, those are his galoshes.
Oh, great, an Indian with galoshes.
Oh, I think you look very nice, Sniffy.
Thank you, Mrs. Harris. I'm Hiawatha.
Sounds more like cheap rain in the face.
Mother, we'll never get to the dance.
Well, let's go. I'm ready.
Sniffy, there's been a slight change in plans. Mr. Harris is going with you.
As a chaperone.
Oh, that'll be great fun.
Well, Phil, if you're going, you and Elliot better get into your costumes.
All right, honey.
Mr. Lewis, too?
I'm going to umpire on the bases.
All right, come on, Elliot. Where'd you leave the cornball costumes?
They're in my suitcase in the hall.
Well, let's get them and put them on. Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, Professor, let's have the overture.
Mother, do they have to go?
No, I'm afraid so, dear.
Gosh, he went to the movies with us once.
And he kept talking to the people in the pictures.
Well, they were probably friends of his.
Mother.
Don't worry, honey. Now, I'll come along later to make sure your father doesn't get in anybody's way.
You will?
Mm-hmm. Gee, that'll be great, Mrs. Harris.
Do you have a costume?
I'll whip something up.
But when?
As soon as I finish my number, okay? They warned me when you kissed me, your love would ricochet. Your lips would find another, and your heart would go astray. I thought that I could hold you with all my many charms. But then one day you ricochet to someone else's arms. And baby, I don't want a ricochet romance, I don't want a ricochet love. If you're careless with your kisses, find another turtle dove. I can't live on ricochet romance, no, no, not me. If you're gonna ricochet, baby, I'm gonna set you free. I knew the day I met you, you had a roving eye. I thought that I could hold you. What a fool I was to try. You promised you'd be faithful and you would never stray. Then like a rifle bullet, you began to ricochet. And baby, I don't want a ricochet romance, I don't want a ricochet love. If you're careless with your kisses, find another turtle dove. I can't live on ricochet romance, no, no, not me. If you're gonna ricochet, baby, I'm gonna set you free. When we announced our wedding, you made me mighty proud. I whispered to us company, and you preferred a crowd. You buzzed around the other girls just like a busy bee. And when you finished buzzing, cousin, you buzzed right back to me. And baby, I don't want a ricochet romance, I don't want a ricochet love. If you're careless with your kisses, find another turtle dove. I can't live on ricochet romance, no, no, not me. If you're gonna ricochet, baby, I'm gonna set you free.
Elliot, the Lakeside Country Club. I finally made it. I'm actually here.
A classy-looking dump, ain't it?
Dump? Are you kidding? This is the richest dive in the whole country. You see that swimming pool? Solid gold. And look at that welcome mat. Solid mink.
The grass don't look so hot.
Grass? What's the matter? You nuts or something? They don't use grass.
What's all that green stuff?
What is it? Shredded money.
Oh. Well, hand me a niblick and stand back.
All right. Now, cut it out. Don't you understand?
Dad. Mr. Harris, we got the car parked.
Then stop blowing your horn.
What?
Nothing. Let's get inside. Come on, Elliot.
Oh, Dad, I'm so excited.
Wait a minute, Alice. Elliot, where are you?
Just a second, Curly.
Gosh, Mr. Harris, why is Mr. Lewis smelling the lawn?
Elliot, for crying out loud.
Hey, Curly, you know that grass?
What about it?
That's grass.
Elliot, you're going to get me kicked out of the place before I even get in.
But you said it was...
Never mind what I said. Crawling around on your hands and knees. What are you looking for?
A gopher with a deposit slip.
Elliot, will you please try to act like a gentleman?
How I do that?
Well, didn't you ever hear of Emily Post?
I didn't know she was a gentleman.
Look. Now, just watch anybody that you see around here. That's all you have to do. Just watch anybody that you see around here, and then do just what they do.
Okay.
No. Not Sniffy.
Sir?
I was talking to Elliot. Oh. Now, Elliot, will you please keep one thing in mind? This is the finest club in the entire country. The people who belong to this club are the cream of society. They don't let just anybody in here. You got to be a captain of industry, a financial giant. You got to have background and breeding. You got to have culture.
You gotta have a ticket, too, Eagle Beak.
Oh, death in the afternoon.
Hey, Julius, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Me father's a member.
Cream of society, huh, Curly?
Well, maybe it curdled a little. Around the edges.
Captains of industry, background and breeding.
What's the matter with me breeding?
You've been doing it too long, that's all.
Okay, white guys, just for that you don't get in.
Get out of the way, you little crumb.
Stop these this. Nobody sets a foot across these sacred portals without when they got a ticket.
Now, wait a minute.
Julius, I have a ticket.
And I'm with him.
Okay, you can go in.
So long, Mr. Harris.
See you later, Dad.
Alice, come back here. Alice.
I have to help Sniffy with his galoshes.
Now, look, Julius.
If you ain't got a ticket, don't even talk to
to me.
Julius, you don't understand. We're chaperones.
Chaperones? You couldn't chaperone Whistler's mother and Old Man Rivers. You couldn't chaperone B.O. Plenty on a garbage scow. You couldn't chaperone a pilgrim into the Mayflower donut shop. Shall I continue?
No. I think you've gone far enough. Say, Julius, you may not know this, but one of my ancestors shot arrows at John Alden.
So what? One of my ancestors cooked spaghetti for Columbus.
Yeah. His Aunt Nina cooked pizza on the Santa Maria.
Yeah, okay.
Alice, will you please move over? You're blocking traffic.
Now, wait a minute, Julius. Let's make a deal. I'll buy a couple of tickets.
Are you kidding? This shindig is restricted to the upper set.
Who's throwing the party, Dr. Cowan?
Look, you little fink, if you don't let us in, you'll be collecting tickets at the pearly gates.
Well, that's one place you don't have to worry about. Good night, riff-raff.
Julius! Hey, Julius! Open up, you little creep! Julius! How you like that?
Slammed the door right in our faces.
Next time I see that little punk, I'll conk his quince.
Don't you worry, Curly. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh, fine. What are we, chaperones or taxidermists?
Curly, just remember, stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage.
So what? We don't want to get out. We want to get in.
Okay. What's wrong with the window?
Where?
Over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Come on.
We'll show that Julius, huh, Curly?
Show him. We'll get in there and clobber him.
Hey, here's a good window. Come on, I'll give you a boost.
A boost?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You nuts or something?
No, I ain't nuts or something. That window's high.
Okay, so it's high. Stand back and watch a super athlete leap into action.
You mean you're going to jump it?
Watch me.
But, Curly...
Here I go.
I still think you should have opened the window first.
It was open.
Oh? Nervous sound man, huh?
All right, Elliot, come on, get in here, will you?
Okay. So I'm in. We better get out of here.
What's the matter?
We're in the ladies' powder room.
Well, straighten your shoulder straps and let's go.
Come on, here's the door, Curly.
All right. Go ahead, open it up.
Okay, Curly, come on out.
Hello, boys. You are boys, aren't you?
Why, naturally, I got a Boy Scout knife, see?
Why, Mr. Harris, you're pulling my leg.
Oh, I thought I was closing the door.
Hey, Curly, come on, close it and let's get going.
Okay. Look, Miss, Madam, honey,
Hey, Curly, that's Julius's aunt. You remember the one who owns the brewery?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Hey, Clara. What are you doing here?
Oh, I keep turning up like a bad penny.
I don't know. When I went to school, Lincoln never looked like that.
Don't make sense, Curly. She owns a brewery and has a shape like a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
He says the sweetest things.
Gee, Clara, you sure look pretty in that dress and everything.
Oh, it's just something I threw on.
I've got news for you. It almost missed.
Hey, Clara, I was just thinking, Is the brewery in your name or your husband?
It's in my name, Elliot. Everything's in my name.
Clara, how do you feel about bigamy?
Elliot!
I was only asking. Say, Curly, there's one thing I ought to tell you.
Like what?
Mr. Lewis, I'm so happy that you and your partner could make it.
Partner? Elliot, you mean this is where you booked the act?
Now, Curly, if you'd only let me explain.
I don't want no explanation. Now, look, lady.
Lady. Oh, isn't he quaint?
I want you to listen to me now. My friend shouldn't have taken the 20 clams because he had no straight man. And I ain't playing straight for no cornball. So take back your double sawbuck and skip the whole routine.
Oh. Really?
Curly, she don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I do, Mr. Lewis. But there are certain extenuating circumstances which preclude the possibility of cancellation at this belated hour.
Now, I don't know what she's talking about.
It's very simple, Mr. whatever your name is. You go on in 5 minutes.
But, lady, if you'll only listen.
You go on in 5 minutes, George.
Hep kid, huh, Curly?
Clara.
Yes, Curly.
Will you step back a little? Because when I get through tearing Elliot into small pieces...
You stay right where you are, Clara. Don't move.
Now, just a minute,
Elliot,
boys.
will you stand still so I can slug you?
Don't swing, Curly. You'll hit Clara. You wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
Boys, please, you'll tear my dress.
Elliot, you're a coward.
Yeah, but a healthy coward. Curly, be real.
Boys, you're mussing my bustle.
When I get hold of you, Elliot,
But I can explain it, Curly, if you'd only listen
I am
to
not
me.
going to...
Well.
Hey, Alice, make him listen to me.
Honey,
What are you playing? Ring around the chaperone?
Just a minute, Alice. I can explain everything.
Oh, you'd better start.
Hello, Mrs. Harris. You got here just in time.
You can say that again.
All right. Hello, Mrs. Harris. You...
No! Oh, Clara, Alice, now, will you please listen to me?
Why should she? You listen to me.
You keep out of this. Now, look, Alice, this banjo picker told him that I'd do that corny act with him, and
You mean this is part of the act?
No,
Of course it is, Alice. Of course it is. That's what we were doing, rehearsing the act. Weren't we, Curly?
What act? You never... Oh, yeah, that's what we were doing, rehearsing the act.
With Clara?
Sure. We were just going over her line.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. And, see, it's part of the act, honey. We were teaching Clara the routine. You're in the act, ain't you, Clara?
I am?
Listen to that timing, Alice. Ain't that terrific?
She'll murder the people.
Oh, she'll pulverize them.
Well, I've got news for you. I'll be in the audience, and if Clara isn't in the act, somebody's going to be pulverized.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're going to be surprised by what we have in store for you. The next item on the agenda was procured at great expense to provide the ultimate in entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Succotash Brothers and Clara.
By the light
Dig that crazy little light.
of the silver moon,
Oh, dig that moon.
I want a spoon.
Oh, dig that spoon.
To my honey I'll croon love's tune.
C'est bon.
Love that honey moon.
Keep a shining in June.
I love that June.
Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon.
In a Cadillac car?
The silvery moon.
Say, Curly.
What is it, Elliot?
I understand you're going out with a girl named Lorna Doone.
Well, you're close. I'm going out with her sister. Nothing doing.
Oh, goody, keep an eye on your garter. They'll snap on them tonight.
Hey, Curly, do you know what a wave is?
Oh, sure. A wave is a girl in the Navy.
And how about a whack?
Well, that'd be a girl in the Army.
Okay, then what's a whack?
A what? I don't know, Elliot. What is a what?
Well, that's easy, Curly. A whack is what you throw at wabbits.
Shave the fuzz off that one, Dad. You came up with a peach.
Say, Curly. Hold it a minute. I'm just doing what they call a back evermore with a double pitch. Now, what's on your mind?
I understand you made a big hit kissing the girls.
I did, huh? How do you know?
I just passed a couple of Coreens, and one of them said, "There goes Phil Harris. Boy, what a kisser."
Stick that one in a bottle, son. It's a corker.
Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddled on soon.
Cuddle closer to me, babe.
By the silvery moon. Well, Alice, what'd you think?
I don't know. Do you feel all right?
I feel great. Why?
Well, this is the first time in your whole life you've ever told me the truth.
Honey, I always tell you the truth. If I don't, may the building collapse.
All right, Phil, stop holding on to the wall.
Just wanted to make sure.
Hey, Curly.
Over here, Elliot.
Hey, Curly, have I got great news for you. You know who was in the audience? Abe Firstfogel.
No.
Yes. And he's booked us for a week at Lowe's Pismo Bean.
Good.